Well, everyone, there is some other interesting news that just ended up coming out once again. And it looks like, and this is a continuation on the ban that Indonesia had on the iPhone 16s. So, for those of you who don't know, in the country of Indonesia, what ended up happening was, I think Apple went through and promised to Indonesia that they were going to, spend a certain amount of money in that country. And, I guess Apple didn't end up doing that. And so Indonesia actually ended up banning iPhones. And it looks like for particularly the iPhone 16, I think it not only is it, banned to actually sell iPhones, I think it's banned to own the iPhone 16 in that country too. I could be mistaken. But essentially, it's not good for Apple. And what Apple ended up doing was that they tried to, do a settlement with Indonesia. And they tried to go through and basically give it, I guess, give that country $100 million, which is pretty insane. So that's going to be $100 million, I think, in investments and investment opportunities. So it's going to be, money and like money that's going to be invested into that country. And interestingly enough, what Indonesia decided to do was to actually go ahead and reject that particular settlement that Apple, was trying to give them. So this is a very interesting thing of what's going to end up happening. Now, it looks like what the Apple's, main issue was that they weren't following along was that iPhones or smartphones in that area, they must contain at least 40% of locally manufactured components. So it looks like, from what I can see, that wasn't quite what was happening there, and that was kind of the problem. And again, this ban happened, in like October 28th? So that is, it's been almost a month since that ban has been in place, and that's actually pretty insane. So I'm not really too sure what Apple can end up doing here. I think they might just have to play the waiting game here. Also, I'm curious to see if anybody's actually going to get in trouble if they own an iPhone. I think that's going to be very surprising, or, we'll just see what happens there. But that is one of those situations where essentially we're just going to have to kind of wait and see what ends up happening here. I do think, in my personal opinion, I think it's an interesting situation. I think maybe they're trying to go and get Apple to spend more money in this situation. But again, we're going to have to wait and see what happens. But all in all, Apple is not happy about this. And I'm pretty sure this will impact the sales numbers of the iPhone 16s somehow. But it's just one of those situations where we're just going to have to wait and see what ends up happening when we eventually keep, these iPhones kind of, coming along. So I guess we'll see what happens. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.